He's saying, guys, I really need your hype right now, because to be honest, I'm plotting my own death again. What happened? Have you spoken to someone so stupid that you're contemplating suicide? Oh, you just feel like dying? I'm surprised you're in that mindset. You're always like, what do you call them? Like, you're like, fuck everything kind of person, aren't you? I just keep having thoughts of killing myself that I don't understand, so I figure other people's hype combined with my own will make them stop like it did before. To be honest, I feel killing a lot of people. Hold up, I don't think that's a smart move. I don't think that's a smart move. Hold on. So you're feeling homicidal. You're feeling like okay. So any particular reason? What would be causing this? You keep having thoughts of killing yourself? It just kind of happens? Is that like an intrusive thought where it's like something that you know is ridiculous but you start thinking about, almost like you look at a baby and think, I could kill you right now. Is it like that, or there are two types of my personal hit list? I guess. I mean, I also have a person that I don't mind ignoring the law for, you know? But I wouldn't do it because of the people around me. What if I had nobody around me that I actually care about? That'd be different. Scary thought. Hold on. There's a fucking moth. I swear to God. Yeah, I didn't say murder, right? I said ignore the law. Right. I mean, everyone makes you want to kill them at one point now. I don't know about everyone. Ivy, are you okay? Right, yeah, we're just saying I've never had the want to kill another person. If that's true, if that is true, and there is a chance that you might be forgetting something, but if that is true, then you were living a very fortunate life. Something to appreciate. It's likely that you're gonna reach a point where, you know, you get so mad at someone that you think, what if I make you go away? What if you didn't exist in front of me right now? Yeah, but of course you don't want to act on that impulse. The problem is there are big downsides to killing people and sort of no upsides, so I think Ivy has a point though. I don't know about everyone. See, I'm not the type to lash out at people. I actually had like a moment yesterday with Jelly, because you know, we're couples, we've been living together for a while, and we're almost reaching a point where we're acting like married couples, you know, like our movement is very synchronized. Whenever I do something, she does something, and then like it becomes almost routine to a point where we don't really have to communicate to, you know, do something together. But at the same time, because you've been watching that person for so long, you feel a little irritated when someone doesn't do something that they're supposed to be doing in your head, right? Because they're not following this mental dialogue or mental script, and then that starts to irritate the other person, so on and so forth. So we had something like that, where Jelly wanted the dishes to be washed right away, where I felt like, isn't it better to just wash all the dishes together after dinner? That was the discussion that I was having. I will continue after I catch up to the chat. Hello. Yeah, Wedge was saying, perhaps I have in the past, but nowadays the thought of taking away someone else's life is awful to me. And that is completely understandable, and I agree with that. Yeah. Hey, saying, just feed them special mushroom and make it look like liver failure. Huh. sounds like you've been planning. And before Maru gets murdered over waiting to the dish. Alright, Ivy saying my anger is very explosive. I probably don't really mean it at the moment. Excuse me. Right. Alright. Yeah. A lot of people deal with their angers differently, right? So, continuing what I was talking about, and Wave, I hope you are typing something up. Because you're being quiet. I want to know what you're thinking. Like, to a T. I want to know exactly what you're thinking. I want you to be descriptive. Creative. Imaginative. So yesterday, I had a really stressful day at work, and if I start talking about that, I'll be off on another tangent. So let me just shorten it and say that, it was an awful day at work. No one was listening. No, well, I didn't say anything, so no one did listen to anything I said. I never said anything. It just felt like I was very isolated in my own ideals at work. And when I came home, I was, working on stuff that you're currently seeing right now in front of you, with, Peach and myself dancing and the whole layout and everything. And Jelly comes home and she walks into the kitchen and gets very upset because she's also stressed too at work. She's carrying home the stress, and her way of dealing with her own stress is just exerting it. And I don't have a problem with that. It's just yesterday was a little too much for me. I'm usually like good at taking all of this, and I am not abused. Let me just clarify that. And Wave, I don't know what you're saying. What do you mean I want her? No, I'm not abused. I'm not abused. No. We have our moments too, obviously. We're couples, right? Yeah, we're not always like this. It's just, it happened to be the day when she had a stressful day and I had a stressful day. But my tolerance towards stress is usually pretty high. I don't complain often, but yesterday was a day when I felt like I want to talk to someone about it. But Jelly is also stressed, so if I talk to Jelly about it, that's gonna stress her out even more. So I'm like, let me just listen to what she wants to say, right? But long story short, I just couldn't take it like I normally would, because I don't know. At that moment, even she made me feel like I was isolated in my own idea of just washing dishes. Because I felt like it's better and more efficient to wash dishes after we had dinner. But Jelly wanted done right away because she doesn't like seeing dishes in the sink. Right? So just two different ideas. But this has been happening often at work as well, where I feel like, this is better. And in my opinion, it is, because I've proven it to be better than... Calm down. I've proven it to be better than what other people are doing. But nobody cares. They just do their own thing and make jobs harder for other people. And I don't want to go on that tangent. I was just upset. And on top of that, there was that whole ordeal at home, and then I just started bawling. You know what though, hey? Like, my thought at that time, and the reason why I'm talking about this is because my mind went straight into, maybe I'm the one who is wrong about everything. Maybe I'm not seeing something that, other people are doing the things for. Whatever they do. Right? Maybe Jelly is right about washing dishes right away. Because my opinion doesn't seem to mirror what other people think. Right? So I start to feel like maybe I'm wrong. And this is the stuff that always happens with me, where I feel like my opinion is always in the wrong, and everybody else is probably right. Right? It's always my fault. My fault, my fault, my fault. So I'm not normally the one to go, it's the other people's problem. It's the other people's fault. So I've never reached a point where I feel like they're all wrong. So, it's their fault. If they go away, then my life would be a lot better. I've never reached that point. Clearly therapy isn't for us. This is not a stream all about therapy. This is a stream where we talk about our problems. Okay? It doesn't mean we offer solutions. We just talk about it. Maybe you're too busy being right at work to also be right about the dishes. Yeah. Maybe. No. So I never think about killing anybody, because my mind will go straight into guilt mode. Like, I'm the one who's doing everything wrong, right? But some people, especially Trisha Paytas, she is a perfect example of like what a person could become if they become victims in their head. She is just anyways. Yeah, some people think that they feel like they're being bullied because, I don't know, depending on how people treat them, it doesn't feel pleasant in one way or another, and then start blaming everything on everybody else around them because they don't feel justified. They don't feel like they're being supported. Yeah, we're just saying, if you're killing someone, you probably are the one in the wrong. No, I think you worded that perfectly. I agree with that. Kill equals bad, therefore you killing someone equals bad. Yeah. It's a very simple equation. It's very simplified though. There's a show that I watched, and I'll get back to what Hay is saying very soon. It's about I think it's from a manga where there's a specific department where everybody who died goes to get their paperwork sorted so that they can move on to next life. I forgot the name of the song. Not name of the song. Name of the show. But there's this one story where this old man who's working there as an employee, all the employees are like murderers. They killed people, so they have to serve in this specific department. And what was it? This old man killed 2 boys because they sexually assaulted his granddaughter. Now it gets serious. Now we're talking about serious shit. So this old man, in just pure fury, decided to take both the boys' life. He got there too late, and the least he could do is make sure that these boys don't do it again, right? So I can empathize with the old man, but does that make the murder okay? Are we still willing to roll the die for, a person who is so young and are making mistakes, and it's a very serious mistake, right? Yeah, we're just saying, in my opinion, no, it's not okay, right? Yeah, Ivy's agreeing. Oh, is that what you're saying? I gotta make sure. I don't want to put words in your mouth. You know, there are other solutions, but this happened when in the war times of Japan, like fresh after World War II, I think. This old man has done that. I don't think we're at the same mental stage at the time, right? Yeah. Oh, so you guys are saying it doesn't justify it, right? Yeah. And I agree with that too. And there's a reason why that old man was working there at this death department. It's because of that, you know. It doesn't it's not justified. It's not enough of a justification. Thank you. I couldn't English for a second. Yeah, it's not enough of a justification to take other people's lives. Cause that solution is very permanent, huh? Yeah, I agree there are always better solution than murder. Sometimes I just think maybe we can do the quick and dirty solution. Yeah! Especially because you don't have the time or energy. Yeah, we're just saying, while the action seems warranted, who is the old guy to decide whether the person should die or not in that situation? Right. Life is just generally unfair. Most of the time. Especially because you want something, or you don't want something to happen. Right? Hey, saying, he's the old guy who's in position to murder your ass. That's who? Maybe knowing that murder can be efficient gives more meaning to not choose it. Wait, hey, what were you saying about he's the old guy who's in a position to murder your ass? That's who? Maybe I do have ADHD. What was I talking about? What was I talking about? Yeah. Ivy was saying, I think he acted by his anger. That's why Brain went to the easiest, most obvious action, but there's also a more solution to make them be in more pain, like mushrooms. See, I do not advocate you know, hurting other people, or you know, taking other people's lives. Obviously, don't cause harm to other people's lives, right? Let me just clarify that before I continue what I'm about to say. This is like the this is exactly the same as, not to be racist or anything, but and you know that they're gonna say something racist. Anyways, what I want to say is, and I'm sure, Wave, I'm sure hurting people is great. I'm sure. But if you are empathetic in any way, shape, or form, you would think to not do that to other people so that it's not done to you, also, right? And like in that moment, you'll think, they won't do it to me. I can just fight back, and they'll never, they'll never think twice to do it to me ever again. But then the mistake is already made. Where was I? I was gonna say something. Oh, right. Yeah, so I was watching a similar show that I just described there, and Jelly and I were watching this one show that almost resembled the topic that this manga was trying to portray, which is, you know, sexual assault and all that. And I was just talking to Jelly about it, saying, if that ever happens to my daughter, I will make sure that person stays alive. It doesn't mean that they're gonna live a life that is peaceful. I'm gonna make sure that they stay alive. I'm gonna make sure that they're missing limbs. And I'm gonna make sure that they reach the hospital before they die. Then I'll be satisfied. What do you mean jelly's scary? I'm the one who said that. I'm the one who said that. And let me just quickly clarify, I am not an advocate for people who murders or hurts other people. I will not do that unless I am desperate. I might take more than that, hey. But yeah, that's just a little fantasy that I fall into whenever I see something that is just inexplicably, is that the word? Inexplicably unfair. You know? Ivy saying, can this not turn into a 2-hour discussion about abuse? We're not even talking about abuse anymore, and I quite enjoyed that conversation that I've had with Akalaka. I feel like I understand him more now. Snatch the nails before you take the thing. Yeah. Like, I can't say that, you know. It would be a lie if I say that I didn't have worse thoughts. Like, worse things to do in that situation. But, you know, I'm the type of person who is paranoid about a lot of things that happens in life. And I'm not joking about that. I am seriously paranoid about a lot of things that happens in life. And it was much easier when I was on alcohol. But I'm not anymore. And I've learned ways to deal with my own thoughts. Doesn't matter. What I want to say is, I like to be ready for a lot of things. So I think about things. I think about a lot of things. And I want to make sure that I'm prepared to deal with these situations. Whatever that happened before, I can prepare for them. Whatever that will happen in the future, maybe I can prepare for them. So I do my best to, like, think ahead the best I can. And it's so exhausting. Story of my life. Murder situations. Yeah. Like, I'm very paranoid. I think 2 days ago is when we noticed that the garage door that we never lock was locked. And it could be because when someone closed the door, maybe we slammed it a little bit so that the lock kind of fell down. But that's when I thought someone could be inside. So Jelly and I, because, you know, I told Jelly to, like, go have a look and see if there's anybody inside. Yeah, we both went in and made sure that the house was clear. Like FBI. Like a fucking SWAT team. With no weapons whatsoever. How prepared. But yes. Which dumb burglar locks the door that's unlocked? Stupid. Well, you don't know. Like, some people like to put things back where they got it from, right? Just like me, right? So maybe some people might think it'll be less obvious if, you know, they put everything back where how things used to be while stealing other things. Like, if the door is locked, then maybe you could lock the door on your way out or something. And hi, Karen. What if there really is someone inside the house? Then we tell Haku to obliterate them. That's it. I tell Haku to go sicko mode.